what I have shared?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay, now let us try to have a quick revision of what we have done till date. So basically, we have seen how the op amp with negative feedback works. So this is what we started with, voltage series feedback amplifier, and we derived a closed loop voltage gain equation wherein we saw voltage gain can be obtained as AF is equal to 1 plus RF by R1. Now, since this is a non-inverting amplifier, this equation resembles the same equation as that what you have learned in your earlier semesters. And then we started with the derivation of input resistance for the feedback amplifier. Now, as I have told, input resistance of an voltage amplifier. So basically, op amp is an voltage amplifier, and the input resistance of the voltage amplifier will be very, very high. And as a derivation of that, we obtained RIF is equal to RI multiplied by 1 plus A into beta. Now, let's try to understand uh, the output resistance of the feedback amplifier, that is output resistance of the non-inverting feedback voltage series feedback amplifier. So this is what the circuit diagram looks. So the circuit diagram won't be changed, but the only difference now here will be we will be trying to basically find what is the output resistance right from the output side. Now, in order to find what is the output resistance from the output side, so what we basically do, just a moment. So at the output side, we'll try to peek inside the circuit and we'll see what will be the resulting resistance if I see from the output side. So if I see from the output side, whatever is the output resistance I'm going to obtain, so that will be my final output resistance. So basically now, in order to find that, I require an voltage source. Now, because I am finding the output resistance and I don't have anything output source that is being connected at the output side. So what I'll do, I'll try to short the input resistance, input voltage. Yakandre, what I now want is to find out the output resistance, and to find the output resistance, I require the source at the output side. But because there is no source at the output side, I'll fix up a dummy source V naught at the output side, and there was an one source which is at the input side that I am going to short it because the source into ಇರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. So if I short it, that means the non-inverting terminal is straightforward connected to ground. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು source ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಆಯ್ತು. Now I have connected an output voltage source over here, and I'm going to plug in the dummy source, and we'll try to understand what is the different currents that flow here inside the op amp from the output side, and try to analyze the situation, and then we'll try to figure out what will be the output resistance with feedback. Fine. Now that's what I told. I am removing this source and I'm connecting over here. Now let's say ಈಗ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಐ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ ಒಂದು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ವಿ ಐ ಡಿ ಐ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಇನ್ ಐ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್. Similarly, if I want to calculate the output resistance with feedback, that is ROF, ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ I require VO and I also require IO. So basically ನನಗೆ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಬೇಕು, ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಂತೂ ನಾನೇ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ದಿ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್. Now what is the output current? Output current is that current which is resulting from the output source, isn't it? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಈ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಏನು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, so that is my output current. Now let's try to understand the output current, how it looks. So where exactly or basically how is the voltage or the basically the expression for the output current looks, all those things. So let's try to understand that. So if I just look into the thing, this output current is getting divided between at this node in terms of IA and IB. So IA is the current which is entering the op amp, and IB is the current which is entering the op amp through RF. So basically, idu I naught ಏನದಲ್ಲ resulting from V naught is getting diverging into two currents, IA and IB. So basically, my output current is what? IA plus IB. Now, since among these two currents, if I carefully look, which is the largest current, I'll come to know. Because right now I know that RO, basically we have figured out the expression for RO. RO ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ, output resistance of the voltage amplifier will be always less. So RO ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ current ಜಾಸ್ತಿ flow ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. And we have also seen that feedback resistance RF will be very very high. So if resistance is very very high, then current will be very very less. So that means IA is much greater than IB. So that's what I have written over here. IA is much greater than IB, and in that scenario I can ignore IB and I say whatever is the output current that is flowing is nothing but the IA which is entering the op amp, and IB can be neglected because RF is very large. So that says I naught is equal to or approximately equal to IA. So that's what I am going to get. Now let's try to figure out what is the output equation that I'm going to obtain from the output side looking at the output source. So if I just want to apply Kirchhoff's law, then I say V naught plus V naught minus IA times R naught, because this has been ignored going to low current, IA times R naught minus A times VID. So that's what is the equation I'm going to obtain. Look here, V naught minus IA times R naught minus A times VID. That's what is this path gives me. So this path is what is my present path. In fact, from here, plus V naught minus IA times R naught minus AVID is equal to 0. So that's what I have written over here. So from this, I am interested in understanding what is the value of I naught. So I naught, I'm going to extract it out and I'm going to get V naught minus AVID by R naught from the same equation. Now I also know that VID, that is input difference voltage, is nothing but the difference between the two voltages that are present at the input side. V1 minus V2 is nothing but your VID. Okay, why this is required, I'll just tell you. Now where is your V1 connected? V1 is connected to ground, because right now you are finding out the output resistance and you have shorted the input current, input source, and that's why we say that V1 is straightforward connected to ground. So in that scenario, V1 is equal to 0. If V1 is equal to 0, this becomes nullified. And what is V2? V2 is straightforward coming from the feedback. So basically your whatever the feedback voltage you are getting, that itself is your V2, and V2 is nothing but your VF. So this V2 is nothing but is your VF, and if I substitute here VF, so the equation becomes VID is equal to 0 minus VF. And finally I'm going to obtain VID, the difference input voltage is equal to minus VF. And what exactly is your VF voltage over here? How do you find VF? We have already figured out to find VF, that is the voltage across RF. I'll be using the voltage division rule. So the voltage division rule says the main voltage multiplied by the resistance where you are finding the resistance, finding the voltage, whole divided by the remaining resistance. Now here I want to find what is VF. So the main voltage source now here is, since this is nullified, the only remaining voltage is V naught. So my equation here will be minus R1 times V naught divided by R1 plus RF. Sorry, I just VF is here, not here. The feedback voltage is here. So I just want to find what is the voltage over here. So that means R1 divided by R1 plus RF whole multiplied by the main source V naught. So that's what I have written over here. So my VF is this entire current, in this entire term, and this VF is associated with VID as VID equal to minus VF, and hence VID becomes minus R1 times V naught divided by R1 plus RF. So VF nanagil bantu, that is nothing but your VID. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute VID value, whatever I obtained over here, right, in equation. Where should I substitute? Here. why I am worried about calculating VID, because I naught expression has VID term and I require VID term, and that's the reason I started with VID here. So ಈ ಜಾಗದಾಗ VID equation ಹಾಕೋದು. Now instead of putting all these entire value, let's try to put, let's try to put this entire term. Can I replace it with the term beta? That's what we have learned. Feedback network can be termed by the name beta. So this entire term becomes beta. So I can write VID is equal to minus beta V naught. So this is my equation number 5. So LL VID adala minus beta times V naught substitute madri. That is in the equation 4. So if I do that, that's what I've done over here. V naught minus A term hange ada VID jagadaga minus beta times V naught whole divided by R naught. And once I do the simplification, I naught is equal to V naught plus A times beta times V naught whole divided by R naught. So this equation has been resulted into this form. Now, ultimately, what is that I am interested into finding out over here is the finally the output resistance. ನನಗೆ ಐ ನಾಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಐ ನಾಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಂಗೆ ಐ ನಾಟ್ ಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನೇನು ಟರ್ಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ, ವಿ ನಾಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಐ ನಾಟ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ ROF is nothing but V naught by I naught. I naught I obtained, and let me substitute the entire thing over here. I naught, if I do the simplification, V naught common ತಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ 1 plus A beta divided by R naught. So I naught ಸಿಕ್ತು, and V naught, it will be V naught. So V naught upon I naught. So in the place of V naught, here I'll be placing V naught only. So I'll do this way. And below in the place of R naught, I'll be placing this entire term. So that will be V naught multiplied by 1 plus AB whole divided by R naught. So that is your V naught upon I naught. So it cancel agata. So what is that I'm going to get? This is ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. So I'm going to get V naught upon I naught as R naught divided by 1 plus A times beta. So this is what is the equation I'm going to get. Am I audible, guys? Till now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
So So basically, RIF ಒಳಗೆ ನನಗೆ equation ಹೆಂಗಿತ್ತು, just it was 1 plus A times beta. If I just scroll up over here, I'll just show it. Input resistance with feedback. RIF ಒಳಗೆ ಹೆಂಗಿತ್ತು, oops, this small mistake. RIF ಹೆಂಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ RI times 1 plus A beta. ROF ಹೆಂಗದ, ಸೊ RIF ನನಗೆ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ನಾ ಏನಂದಿದೆ, ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ನಂಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಒಬ್ಟೈನ್ಡ್ ಅ ಲಾರ್ಜರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ದಿ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎನಿ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಬರೀ RI ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ವಿತ್ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ, RI ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ 1 plus A beta. ಸೊ 1 plus A beta ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗಿ R input with feedback is drastically large. So that's why I satisfied the condition high input resistance for the feedback amplifier. Similarly,
Sir, voice is breaking. Audible, sir, clearly.
yeah, just a moment. Yeah. So in video is not there by I have shared the PPT. I mean PDF. Is it not visible? I guess it is visible.
Yes, sir. Visible now, sir.
Visible, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, visible, sir.
Yeah, fine. Fine. Yeah. ಸೊ RIF ಒಳಗೆ ನಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ROF ನಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ any particular value, definitely the resistance will be decreasing. Ignore without feedback ನಂಗೆ resistance ಏನಿರ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಬರೀ R naught ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು. Let R naught, ಈಗ R naught value, let's say R naught is 10 ohm, and 10 ohm is divided by 1 plus A beta will make it further less. So that means I am now satisfying the condition of making the output resistance with feedback to be very, very low. So that is how the feedback amplifiers is going to assist me in getting the low resistance. Then if you remember the very first class, na ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, voltage amplifier few basic characteristics ಏನು, input resistance high ಇರಬೇಕು, that I achieved. Output resistance ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರಬೇಕು, that also I achieved. So ROF, output resistance with feedback, is now the output resistance whole divided by 1 plus A times beta. So that means it is again dipping down. So that's how the output resistance equation of the non-inverting op amp with feedback is calculated. So that's about your ROF derivation. Now let's move into one particular or peculiar concept, the bandwidth. What exactly we mean by bandwidth with feedback? Please pay attention. Now this is the graph I have drawn over here. Usually now 3 dB graph ಅಂತ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಅಥವಾ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಯೂನಿಟಿ ಗೇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. We use lot of terms like unity gain bandwidth, unity or break frequency ಅಥವಾ gain bandwidth product. We use lot of terms. Let me try to make it very clear in this particular concept. Ega, whenever we try to understand the concept of amplifier, there comes main thing is the gain. ನಾವೇನಂತೀವಿ gain of the amplifier ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಚಿಂತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, but it should be constant for a longer duration of time. So that is our intention, and that's what is been achieved using feedback amplifier. Usually feedback amplifier ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, we proved that the bandwidth, the gain of the amplifier with feedback is very constant for a longer duration of time, but it is not high. ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೈ ಗೇನ್ ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ವಿತೌಟ್ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈರ್ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಓಪನ್ ಲೂಪ್ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈರ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಹೋದ್ರ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಹೈ ಗೇನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೈ ಗೇನ್ ಸಿಕ್ತಂದ್ರೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಗೇನು ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ರೀಸನ್ ವಿ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ತೀವಿ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡ್ರಾನ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ನಾಗ ಏನದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ is your frequency and the y-axis is the voltage gain. Gain I have not taken in terms of dB. I have taken a simple number. So these are my gain. This is my frequency. What exactly is the how do we define the bandwidth of the amplifier? And usually we use the term bandwidth. Even whenever we talk about internet, or whenever we talk about let's say if we have installed Geo fiber, we say bandwidth is low, that's why the internet is not coming, or the bandwidth is good, and that's why the internet is very fast. What is this exactly the bandwidth term mean? You'll notice, see, this is the gain. The gain is constant till here, and it starts to dip suddenly after one point. Exactly here I have marked it, and it drops further, and finally it comes down to 0. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2-3 point we need to understand. ಒಂದೇದು, gain ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವರೆಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ ಅದ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್, gain is constant right from 0th frequency till 5 hertz, isn't it? That's what I have marked over here. After 5 hertz it is dipping. At 0 hertz, what is the gain? I have marked it here. Let's say 2 into 10 raised to 5. 2 into 10 raised to 5 is the gain. ಈ gain ಏನದಲ್ಲ, 2 into 10 raised to 5, it will be constant until 5 hertz only. After 5 hertz it starts to dip. So the moment it starts to dip at the particular point, that point is called as break frequency. You remember that. Ega, when it starts to dip, and when it comes to a point where the gain is 1, that is called as unity gain bandwidth or gain bandwidth product. ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಏನ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಂತೇನಿಲ್ಲ. I can just multiply, look here, this gain and this bandwidth. Isn't this is the bandwidth? So E band in the E band under 0 to 5 hertz. So this is my band. E band of frequency ಒಳಗಡೆ ನನ್ನ gain 2 into 10 raised to 5. So if I just multiply the gain and bandwidth, the last value is 0 minus 5, or the difference between 0 and 5 is 5. So that is my bandwidth. 5 multiplied by 2 into 10 raised to 5 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದ? 5 to the 10, 10 into 10 raised to 5, ಅಥವಾ 1 into 10 raised to 6. So that means what? 1 megahertz. ಬಂತು ಇಲ್ಲೋ? This gain and the bandwidth, the multiply ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 1 megahertz. So straightforward you bring this graph till 1 megahertz. Look here, 1 megahertz ಗೆ ನಂದು gain 1 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So that is the indication. So that is called as unity gain bandwidth, right? So that's what I have written over here. So the gain bandwidth product is 2 into 10 raised to 5 multiplied by 5 hertz is equal to 1 megahertz, and that gives me gain bandwidth product. So the gain bandwidth product indicates an extreme frequency value for which the gain is 1. You can say that also. And break frequency na ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ particular frequency ಗೆ particular gain dips. Now, technical definition hengaithinapa. Let's assume that at 0 hertz, the gain instead of telling 2 into 10 raised to 5, let's say a gain is 90 dB. Okay. Then at one particular frequency, it starts to dip. A dip ಆದಾಗ ಗೇನು 3 dB ಲೆಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. 3 dB ಲೆಸ್ ಆದಾಗ 87 dB. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಒನ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಗೇನ್ 3 dB ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಪ್ ಆಗತ್ತ, ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಏನಿರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೈ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ and it is denoted by f0. So usually op-amp has single break frequency and hence gain bandwidth product, whatever we calculated now, gain bandwidth product is always constant. ಯಾಕೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ಸತಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಪ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ op-amp ಒಳಗಡೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅದರ್ ಆಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈರ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸೀಸ್, ಲೈಕ್ ದ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಪ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಡಿಪ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿಪ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ದ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. So in that time naga gain bandwidth won't be constant. So the beauty of op-amp is, one more characteristic of the op-amp is what? The gain bandwidth product of the op-amp is always constant, and the break frequency is defined as that frequency where you find a 3 dB dip in the gain from its value at 0 hertz. 0 hertz na ಎಷ್ಟು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇತ್ತು in gain in dB, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿಗೆ 3 dB ಲೆಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗತ್ತ, ಆ ಯಾವ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಬರ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ ಆ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ನಮ್ದು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 5 hertz, so 5 hertz is my break frequency. So that's what I have written over here. Now ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತು. Now let us try to understand one, or let us try to extract some expressions out of it. So expression is, so unity gain bandwidth ನಾ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ, unity gain bandwidth, what I just here, unity gain bandwidth is obtained by multiplying a into f0. ನೋಡ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. A is what? 2 into 10 raised to 5 and f0 is what? 5. If I multiply 2 into 10 raised to 5 with 5, what is that I'm going to get? 1 megahertz. That's what I obtain over here. So unity gain bandwidth expression is obtained as a into f0. So this is for open loop. ಅಂದ್ರೇನು op-amp without feedback. So op-amp with feedback ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ will remain same. A will now become AF, F0 will become FF. So that's what I have written over here. So open loop ಗೆ A into F0, closed loop ಗೆ AF, that is with feedback ಗೆ AF multiplied by FF. So FF here indicates the break frequency with feedback. Now since both are op-amp only and both are amplifiers only, let us try to equate them. ಒಂದು open loop unity gain bandwidth equation, ಒಂದು closed loop unity gain bandwidth equation. If I equate it, so this is what I'm going to get. A into F0 is equal to AF into FF. I'm interested in finding out what is the break frequency of the op-amp with feedback or of the amplifier with feedback. So I'll extract FF. FF is equal to A into F0 divided by AF. I just simplified it. This is what I'm going to get. Now I know that for non-inverting amplifier, what we have figured out in the very first class, we said the feedback amplifier gain is written as A divided by 1 plus A into beta. So that's what we have written. So substitute this term over here. AF ಜಾಗದಾಗ A divided by 1 plus A beta substitute ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. If I do that, A into F0 ಹಂಗೆ ಉಳಿತೈತಿ, ಕೆಳಗಡೆ A multiplied by A divided by 1 plus A beta, and simplify ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, A cancels out and 1 plus A beta comes up, and the break frequency of the amplifier with feedback is F0 times 1 plus A beta. And what does this indicates? Without feedback ಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ just F0 ಇತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, with feedback ಗೆ ಅದೇ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ will become F0 times 1 plus A beta. ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಇಂಟರ್ಪ್ರಿಟೇಷನ್ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ವಿತೌಟ್ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗೆ ನಾನು F0 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ, ವಿತ್ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ it may come down something over here. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ it is getting multiplied by the term 1 plus A beta. Anything that get multiplied by something, its value increases. So what does that mean? And break frequency with feedback, it got increased, which also means that the bandwidth is large, and which also means that the gain is going to remain for this entire duration of frequencies rather than only for a small duration of frequency. Isn't it very interesting? We said that by imparting feedback, we just increased the bandwidth from F0, or the break frequency from F0 to F0 times 1 plus A beta. Meaning ಏನಾಯ್ತು, F0 got shifted from 5 hertz somewhere over here. So that means my bandwidth, which was over just 5 hertz, is now more than 5 hertz. And that also means that the gain is going to remain constant for longer duration of time. And bandwidth of the amplifier with feedback is more than that without feedback. So that's what is the picture I have shown over here. So this is how the things going to work. So this is all about the bandwidth of the voltage series feedback amplifier and the output resistance equation what we have done just now. So I'm just going to post the attendance. Attendance link is going to remain same. You can utilize the same link. I'll repost the attendance link. Try to give the attendance. Yeah, I have posted it. Quickly give the attendance.
Code, sir.
Yeah, code is 4821. 4821. 4821. 4821. Now please just give me a feedback. Is this way good, or if I go with the blackboard and chalk?
This way is good, sir.
This is good, sir.
This is good, right?
Yes.
And I'll try to increase the quality of the notes also. Right now I just scanned whatever I have written, and the same things I'm going to send it to you. But in the subsequent class I'll try to scan it brightly so that it becomes even visible. I think it is visible now. I think you don't have any issues right now, but still if you have any issues, I'll try to make it very clarified in the next class.
Sir,
Sounds
can
good?
you send us this note, sir?
Yes, today I'm going to send it. So today I'm going to send you the things whatever I have taught it till now and whatever I'm going to taught you in the next class. See, I don't want to send you the entire module note.